Okay, so seriously, on this video, I need a lot of likes on this one. I've been moving around what amounts to about 600 pounds of subwoofers to try and get everybody an idea of the difference in sizes here. I'm out of breath. I have fibromyalgia. This is not easy for me. But I thought it would be a very cool video to see all three of these subs matched up so you can get an idea of the differences in size. And I'll give you some ideas on performance, but this is basically just to give you an idea of the differences in sizes between these subs. So what we've got here, this is a PB-4000, PB-3000, PB-2000. Again, PB-4000, PB-3000, PB-2000. So back when I first got in touch with SVS, you know, I said, hey, you know, I want to do an affiliate program with them and all that, and which is cool. They've been super supportive. And one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to hear every single ported box subwoofer that they made. And I have finally, at this point now, done that. I have heard every single ported box subwoofer that SVS makes. And so now I can give people really good feedback and really good real world experiences on what to expect from each one. There's two here that are missing. The PB-1000, which is smaller than the PB-2000, it's a 10-inch ported subwoofer. And then the big granddaddy PB-16 Ultra, which is bigger than all of these. It's bigger than the PB-4000 there. It's not massively bigger, but it is bigger. So, you know, again, it's worth noting. But yeah, this was this is a lot going on. And so why do I have all these here? I'm working on the RV project where I put a legitimate home theater inside of an RV so that I can have more people hear the setup that I'm always talking about. As it is, you know, I don't own copyright, so I don't play music. And even if I did play music, if you're watching through your laptop or something like that, you're just not going to get a good impression. It's just not going to tell you what to expect. If you've got a speaker that doesn't go down to 150 hertz and these go down to under 20 hertz in room, it's not going to give you a good impression. So it's almost pointless. And the fact that you lose stuff on the microphone, things like that. And to get a good example of that, check out my Facebook page and you can see what I'm talking about. I recorded some music and just kind of as a fun video how to get kicked out of an RV park. You can hear the microphone compressing, and it wasn't compressing inside the room. Inside the RV, it sounded awesome, but the microphone was just getting all distorted. Plus, you get the distortion from your own speakers and the distortion through my microphone. You know, this thing here. Okay, it's just a losing game if I were to actually demonstrate it. So I wanted to do the RV project so people could actually hear what I have set up and not just guess at it, because that's a lot of what you're doing on YouTube. You're just guessing at what this sounds like. And what I try and do is put it in real world terms so that you understand what I'm trying to convey. And I do my best. I'm not perfect at it, but I certainly enjoy the channel. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers, which is awesome. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And in true Subwoofer 101 fashion, I will be late on my 10,000 subscriber video, I'm sure, but I will do one. But anyway, let's get to showing you different aspects of these subs, and I'll show you around here real quick. Move in a little closer here. So I'll make sure my thing is focusing here. So what I did is I lined all of these up so that they're all the same, okay? And so you can get an idea of how much they stick out. Now this is what I was talking about in the last video. The difference between the PB-2000 and the PB-3000 is not that big. Also considering the PB-2000s do not have the isolation. The other four subs, the 3000 and the 4000, they have the isolation on them, so that makes them a little bit taller. So in reality, if you put isolation on those, they're going to be a little bit taller. So as we can see, we come across. So the reason I set them up like this is because if you've got a 2000, you're looking at going at a 4000, you get an idea of the difference. And so what I'm talking about here, see how much wider that is? That sticks out a lot. And that was the issue I was having in the RV. this is sticking out into the walkway just a little bit too much. Floor space is a premium in an RV. So, and you can also get an idea of what it's like against the dogs in terms of size. Bear weighs more than any one of these subwoofers. He's 160 pounds. That's, I think, 153. If not, I'll put it up on the thing. That's around 80, that's around 60. Do the math. Like I said, about 600 pounds of bass in here moving around. But yeah, I wanted to take this opportunity to do this while I had the chance. I will be sending the PB-2000s back. The 4000s will be going in place here, and the 3000s will be going in the RV. So, yeah, but that, again, just gives you an idea of the dimensions, gives you an idea of what you're looking at. You know, I didn't get to clean up my floor behind the subs and all that. This is kind of an impromptu video, but I just want to give everyone a good idea. As you can see, these are 12-inch driver, 13-inch driver, 13.5-inch driver, 1-port, 2-port, 3-port. Also, 500 watts RMS, 800 watts RMS, 1200 watts RMS, 1100 watts peak, 2500 watts peak, 4000 plus watts peak. So, you know, the difference that you're going to get from these in real world terms as you go from a 2000 to a 3000 to a 4000. In real world terms, you know, and again, why do I have 6 subs in here instead of 3? Duals are super important. They make a huge difference. People get mad at me because I mention it so much, but seriously, duals are seriously important. So when you go from duals and you go from 2000s to the 3000s and on up, the difference you're going to notice is in the impact, in the realism, and in the quality of the bass. The bass is just a little bit more composed, a little bit more kick, a little more quality. It's just a better composed bass. So the ones that have surprised me the most out of these has been the PB-3000. And the reason I say that, you know, this is 800 watts, this is 1200 watts RMS, and this is 500 watts RMS, okay? And so the difference you get in impact is usually kind of linear with the wattage, at least within the SVS line. And so, you know, as far as depth of presentation, these all have great depth of presentation. And when I talk about that, I mean the bass gets a little bit louder as it goes deeper. Very few subs do that, very few. And it kind of limits my review possibilities. But seriously, the PB-3000 has a split wound voice coil. And it's something I'm like, okay, that sounds cool, great. But when I plugged it in and started listening to stuff, it really makes a difference. It improves the efficiency, and the impact is incredible. I still need to plug in the 4000s now in this room to kind of see if it's the same type of thing or see if it's actually different. But when I plugged the 3000s in, it reminded me of the PB-16 Ultras, okay, in the sense that they give you that impact that's so hard that you feel in your chest, while still being composed for the rest of the, you know, it hits you hard, but only when it's supposed to hit you hard, okay? And that's a characteristic that's true of all SVS subs in the ported line. It's something I'm very familiar with. I spent a lot of time with these subwoofers. You know, I'm very familiar with how they react, and they respond great to jazz and things like that. And then when you put in a movie like The Accountant, that's my favorite in terms of feeling that impact. You know, Deadpool was awesome. And so, and Hacksaw Ridge, they're all really good. They all just slam me in the chest. And the PB-3000s did an amazing job of slamming me in the chest, more than I expected for the wattage. It sounded like they were more than double the wattage of the PB-2000s, and they're only 300 watts more in RMS rating. So really a good job. I got to, you know, Smith Freeman over there at SVS is a brilliant, brilliant person. This split wine thing it's been surprising to me. It really took me by surprise. So again, I still need to plug in the 4000s and give those a quick listen and see if it's still the same kind of impact. Because your memory kind of fades a little bit when it comes to bass and music. You know, you think, oh, this sounds just like this did way back when, but unless it's a side-by-side, you don't really know. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm kind of rambling, but once again, I'll just show you this. That's an idea of the difference in sizes for the subs. Again, the difference between the PB-2000 and the PB-3000 is not massive. And again, if you put the isolation on the PB-2000, it would be almost as tall as the 3000. I hope I'm saying all this right. But again, the 3000 and the 4000 have isolation on them. So, and just so you know what I'm talking about, when I talk about isolation, the subs can move really well. Whereas, I'm trying to shake this thing, it won't shake. This thing will shake. Okay, that's what the isolation does. It allows the sub to move and it decouples it from the floor. And when you've got a terrible floor like this, and I'm gonna scare my dogs here, that's a crappy floor. And that's not even the worst part of the floor. On a concrete floor, you do that, you're gonna get a dead thud. Isolation really helps that. So, but anyway, that's my video on the PB-3000 versus 2000 versus 4000. I just want to give you guys a look at it so you can get an idea of the differences in the size. You know, if you're going from the 2000 to the 4000, yeah, that's going to be a big change. And again, the biggest difference is in the depth. Angel's just making herself comfortable up against that sub. But yeah, it's a much bigger sub. Taller, wider, longer, sticks out in the walkway a little bit more. So, whereas the difference in the 3000 is almost negligible. Again, these are all lined up just perfectly. So, you know, going from the 2000 to the 3000 is not a big deal in terms of, you know, depth and things like that. And there's been a lot of jokes on the last video about people swapping these out and having their significant other not notice. It's probably doable. I'm not recommending it, but they're so close in size it makes a difference. Now, if you went from the 3000 to the 4000, you're not getting away with that. That is a substantially bigger subwoofer. It's a lot deeper. You know, it's definitely more noticeable. And boy, I did not, thought I wiped that down. I did not. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. There is the PB-3000 versus 2000 versus 4000. You get an idea. So, and I did take some measurements on the PB-3000 and nothing surprising. It's a true ported SVS subwoofer response curve, which is one of the things I like so much. But yeah, I'll put that up. And again, please subscribe and please like this video. This took a lot of work. I'm tired and my back hurts. This was not fun. But anyway, thanks so much for watching and please subscribe. All right, so I wanted to show you what's going on the inside of the RV project. I've got things kind of going. Things are kind of messy because I'm working on stuff, but I wanted to show you what the PB-4000 or PB-3000, sorry, look like in here. And that's with the grill off. They do have isolation and things like that. But I was able to actually, you know, pull my center channel back a little bit because before my entertainment center was was out a little bit more in the walkway. Now with these the way they are, I was able to actually bring that back a little bit. So we really gained a lot of walkway in here by going from the PB-4000s to the PB-3000s. So as you can see, I kind of have a straight path there to the back. Whereas before, you know, as I showed you from the first part of this video, sticking out an extra couple inches does matter in a situation like this. So for the floor space, it's awesome. I will say too, having given these more of a listen since actually shooting the first part of this video, these are impressive. That split wind voice coil is more impressive than I expected. It's been outstanding. So, but yeah, more on that. I'll do a full review on these when I get the chance. Obviously, I need some more time with them, but I'm a lot more surprised with these than I expected to be. So, but yeah. Anyway, I just want to show you what these look like in here. I actually just cleaned the carpets in here, so I've got fans set up and things like that to get everything dry and things like that. But yeah, and I also put some stuff to hide the wiring and things like that. You can see here this wiring channel. You can see the wire up there, but that's not too bad. So thankfully that's going well. you know, I need to do this one so it doesn't look like that there. But yeah, coming along. I'm happy with the way it's going. Yeah, just digging it. Never mind the mess up there. Like I said, I'm in project mode here, but yeah, this is coming along. I'm really happy with the way it's coming together. So once again, thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe.